Yeah, I wanna flex, fly on a jet, count up a check, yeah, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt. I wanna flex, yeah, fly on a jet, count up a check, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt, yeah, get out of debt, yeah. Got time for no rest, gotta stack up my bread, I gotta pay rent, yeah, can't lay in the bed, yeah, it's all in my head, I know I can do it, I can't be snoozing, ain't no more losing, do you really wanna know the truth? You gotta stay focused and stack all your loot. I don't know why you think the sky is the limit, I'm gon' past the moon. I want a Lamborghini just to zoom. Shout out to my fam, I boom. If you really wanna do it, you can do it, you just gotta stay true. I wanna flex, fly on a jet, count up a check, yeah, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt, yeah, get out of debt. I wanna flex, yeah, fly on a jet, count up a check, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt, yeah, get out of debt.
I'm like G-O-O-D, get out of debt with my homie. Nothing in this world comes free. Going diamond in a shopping spree. Know that I stack it up past the limit. About to make $1 million every minute. Calling my diamonds like, yeah, let's get it. My goals like a home run, the way I hit it. I ain't never felt this good. Catching my stride and I knew that I would. I feel like the engine that could. This is not luck, I don't knock on the wood. I ain't really been dreaming like what did I mean, and I feel like I get it now. And my business so clear, yeah, I'm finally here and I'll never forget it now.
I wanna flex, fly on a jet, count up a check, yeah, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt, yeah, get out of debt. I wanna flex, yeah, fly on a jet, count up a check, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt, get out of debt, yeah, get out of debt.
Jamaica. A ver. ¡Vámonos!
I just got an idea.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my beach house. I'm real excited for today's virtual vacation. If you have anybody that you want to tell to get on, take a moment right now and tell them to get on, because this is going to be a really good virtual vacation. I have a special guest, and we're going to see the new ship from Virgin Voyages, a new cruise line Richard Branson created with a whole new concept. He's changing the way cruises has been done with lots of research. They found a better way, and this is not one that you want to miss. I'm so excited about it. I'm already booked. I'm going in November. I can't wait. So they haven't started sailing yet. I have a special guest though, and I'm going to get out of his way and let him tell you all about it. So get everybody you can on this call, because this is going to be a good one, and I want everyone to go release their body and get ready for a beautiful virtual vacation. Are you with us, John?
I am. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning. And can you turn your video on?
It's not letting me just yet.
Okay, I can probably help you with that. Let's see. Okay, now can you?
No, it's saying not yet.
Okay, just one moment.
Now you can see.
There you are.
Good morning, everyone. All right. Well, let me share my screen.
It's so nice to see you.
Likewise. You'll have to, it looks like disable the screen sharing. If you can enable that,
Okay,
I can
I'll
get that
do that.
prezzo going.
Okay. are you able now?
I am. Do you guys all see that
Yeah.
big red ahoy? Excellent. Well, Lori, thank you for this opportunity. We're super excited to be able to just bring Virgin Voyages to life and talk about it. It's just been a project that's been ongoing for years, and we're so close to bringing this to life. As Lori mentioned, my name is John DiOrio. I'm actually the Associate Vice President of Sales for North America. And obviously, we work very closely with Lori and are extremely grateful to bring this to you. So what is Virgin Voyages? So as Lori mentioned, this is a new cruise line created by Richard Branson and the Virgin Group. And we are really creating a unique niche within the cruise industry. We didn't look to existing cruises for any inspiration here. They already do an amazing job. We wanted to create something very unique and different. And so first and foremost, if you can see, this is the lovely Scarlet Lady. This is the first of 4 ships that we are building, all brand new. We took delivery of Scarlet Lady on Valentine's Day of this year on time. She holds about 2,770 sailors, which is what we refer to as our guests, about 1,150 crew. She's about a mid-sized ship in the grand scheme of what's being built today from cruise lines. And what you'll see, she's got about 1,400 cabins and suites, but she's got that very sleek kind of yacht-like design. We really put a different thought process into everything in creating this company, including the design of our ships. As I said, we're building 4 of those. This is another picture of her. And what I'm really excited, and I mentioned this to Lori a few days ago, what I'm going to show you today are nothing but, there might be a few, but mostly all real pictures of the spaces on board Scarlet Lady. These are brand new pictures we got probably a couple weeks ago. And so we're really excited to bring these to life for you to see. But this is Scarlet Lady. This is coming back from our sea trials back in early December. And she's just gorgeous. We cannot wait to start sailing. As Lori mentioned, we will start sailing October 16th of 2020. That is our first sailing. And so we're a few months away from that. I said we're building 4 ships. We are. We've got one coming every year for the next 3 years. This is actually Valiant Lady. This is a rendering of her. It's crazy how good these renderings look these days, but she's the exact same size as Scarlet Lady. All 4 ships will be identical in size. Valiant Lady, actually, we just put her in the water a few days ago and have kind of moved her into the staging area. And believe it or not, we've brought in the very first piece of the ship of Ship 3 into dry dock already. These ships take about 1.5 years to make. And so we are progressing nicely with bringing every ship on. Valiant Lady will start sailing next summer, and we'll talk a little bit more about what she plans to be doing. But the thing I want you to walk away with is what's new with Virgin? What are we doing that's so different? And as Lori mentioned, we did probably 2 years of research. Our company has been around for about 7 years, believe it or not. I've been with the company almost 2 years. And what we want you to really understand with the concept here is that we've taken a very different approach. First and foremost, usually this is where everybody stands up and applauds for me. This is an adult-only experience. There are no kids. And my kids are mad that they can't come on the ship, but I know all of us want that break from kids, whether you have them or not. This is truly an adult-only experience. As we like to say, your inner child, of course, is always welcome to show. You can see we'll have very different entertainment. You're not going to see traditional Broadway shows on our ship. We've hired 7 designers to create all of these onboard spaces. None of them have ever designed for a cruise ship before. Over 20 different eateries on the ship. Wellness is a huge, huge part of the experience you will have when you sail with us. And then, of course, where do you take the ship? And so we've created these very unique itineraries. We try to stay a little later in port so you can truly experience the ports that we head to. Now, the key thing in your voyage fare, when you sail with us, we wanted to get rid of all the hidden fees and the surprises and frankly, the nickel and diming that can somehow, be attributed to sailing. We've included all of this in your voyage fare. 20 plus eateries on the ship, all included. There's no upcharge to go to the steakhouse, no upcharge to go to the specialty Italian restaurant. It is all included in your voyage fare. There are no buffets on our ship as either. So we include all the tips and gratuities. We'll take care of our team. Wi-Fi is included for everybody. We think Wi-Fi is a basic human right. There's no point in charging people for that. Obviously, we have amazing entertainment that goes on at night. If you're into wellness, group workouts are available at no additional cost, whether you want to take that sunrise yoga session or do that spin class in the afternoon. All of that is included in your voyage fare and all of your basic beverages. We think when we look at the value of what this is, these inclusions, about $600 per person in value that you're getting that's just already included in your voyage fare that you're not having to pay extra once you come on board with Virgin Voyages. Now, what's not included? Obviously, your shore excursions are things that you'll buy as you want to, different onboard activities, and then alcohol. I always bring this up because we are asked probably every single conversation we have. We did not do your traditional drink packages that have a bunch of rules around it and what you can and can't do. We wanted to create an a la carte program. So when you sail with us, you are buying your cocktails or craft coffees all on an a la carte basis. But the research said, just price everything reasonable. And you can see what our pricing looks like here. Almost half of our wines are under $10 by the glass. You're looking at Heineken's at $5, $6. And when we tell you it's $5 or $6 for a beer, it's includes tips and gratuities. You don't have to add anything extra onto that. So we feel in this environment, you can kind of create your own experience depending on the day you want to have. It doesn't mean we won't sell you a $40 glass of champagne if you're so inclined. I know I probably owe Lori a few of those as well. But the reality is you can kind of go at your own pace and do what you want when you want without all the rules involved. Now, where are we taking the beautiful Scarlet Lady? So our first ship, she is going to be based out of Miami year-round. We're doing 4- and 5-night sailings primarily. We're doing a 5-night to Costa Maya, a 5-night to Cozumel. We do a 4-night to Key West, a 5-night to Puerto Plata. All of our sailings will go to the beach club at Bimini that I'll talk about here in just a second. And then we do have 2 unique 7-night sailings, one over Christmas, one over New Year's, that actually go to Puerto Plata and San Juan, Puerto Rico, plus the beach club at Bimini. Now, I said we're going to be based out of Miami. This is a rendering, one of the few that's in this deck. We are building our own terminal down at Port Miami. This is on the very north end of the port. As you can see, it overlooks downtown Miami. We've contracted an amazing designer that's done the Miami Opera House and the AA Center. And they're creating a beautiful place for our sailors to come and start that experience outright before they step on board our ship. And then the beach club. This is our own private beach club. It's not a private island. This is the private beach club at Bimini in the Bahamas. Imagine yourself here. We will actually dock in Bimini. Imagine more of those tranquil mornings. We might do yoga on the beach. We've got an amazing pool area that I don't have in this image, but you'll have come the afternoon, the energy can pick up a little bit at the beach club. We'll have amazing DJs throughout. And then come 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock into that dusk sunset time, this is what it starts to transform into. You'll get that more of that acoustic vibe. We get these amazing bonfires going on the beach. If you are on our 5-night sailing, we actually stay in Bimini until 10 o'clock at night. If you are on our 4-night sailing, we actually stay in Bimini until midnight. And this is truly that oasis. Put your feet in the sand and truly have a great experience. Obviously, the food is included here as well, and everything with buying cocktails and such will be the same as if you were on board Scarlet Lady. There's a few other pictures of the beach club at Bimini. I'll send a video over to Lori. We actually have an amazing video that actually takes you through what the beach club will look like, and they just don't come across very well in webinars like this. But you can see it's just got this really kind of oasis-like vibe to it. And so Valiant Lady, as I mentioned, she will set sail next summer. She will be doing 3 different 7-night itineraries based out of Barcelona, Spain. And you can see some of the ports we're going to. In each of these 3 itineraries, we actually do an overnight in Ibiza, which is really a great opportunity to explore that island. And I think what you'll see here is this is just a unique experience of summers on the Med, and we're setting sail in May of next year. Valiant Lady will be in the summer from May through October, and then we'll bring her down to Miami for the winter, and we'll look at probably doing 6- and 7-night itineraries that will complement Scarlet Lady's 4- and 5-night itineraries. But those are all coming very soon. Now let's take a little voyage here on the ship itself. So this is our aquatic club. This is really our main pool area. We have 2 pool bars. We'll have a DJ at times in the afternoon. Really a great place to kind of soak up the sun. This is our athletic club. Think of this as more of this adult playground. We've got outdoor boxing rings, and we've got a great bar called Gym and Tonic where you can get some great fresh pressed juices. Great places to lounge. If you can see on the sides here, this red and white stripe, this is actually, we call this the largest daybed at sea. It goes around the entire back of the ship where you can just come and hang out and do some great people watching. And then in the center here, you're wondering, what is this net? This is a 200 square foot catamaran net. This is actually deck 15 at the aft of the ship. When you look down, you're actually looking down onto deck 7. We think this is going to be one of those most Instagrammable spots on board the ship. You got to have a great spa to kind of get that rejuvenation when you come on holiday with us. We'll have lots of different treatments here. So this will be a fun place to come. Tune up. This is where you're going to come and get an amazing manicure, pedicure. I mean, look at these views while you're getting that manicure, pedicure. We'll have a lot of different services here as well. Of course, you got to have a great place to come and get that blow dry. So this is dry dock. Again, these are all real pictures from the ship. And for the gentlemen, of course, we had to bring back a kind of that British kind of flavor here. And so this is just for the gentlemen. Come get a nice fresh shave, haircut. We'll even do pedicures here if you're so inclined to take in a pedicure. This is the perch. This is deck 17. This is the very top of the ship. Here we'll have sunrise and sunset yoga. You can kind of just lay out here in the sun in the afternoon. Probably one of the most spectacular views on the entire ship. Richard's rooftop is a dedicated lounge just for our suite guests. And I'll show you some pictures of the suites here in just a bit. But this is really that kind of private oasis for those that have booked into one of our suites. And then, yes, if you're looking for that permanent souvenir, we have the very first tattoo studio on board a cruise ship. This is called Squid Ink, and you can come and get a tattoo. We obviously take all the precautions necessary in doing that, but truly in a beautifully designed space to experience maybe a second or third tattoo, or possibly your very first tattoo. And because Virgin's company really has always been very much into music, from the roots of Richard starting Virgin Records, all the Virgin companies have music in the DNA of the experience. And so we created Voyage Vinyl. This is our vinyl record shop. You can come down here, listen to albums. You can purchase some hard to find albums and take them home as souvenirs. And if you're in one of our 78 suites, we actually have vinyl record players in all the suites. And I know this is where Lori and I are going to be. We're going to do karaoke. We've created these amazing karaoke lounges that you can rent. Bring your friends in, get those microphones, some champagne, and really have that kind of true karaoke experience with friends or strangers that you happen to meet on board the ship. Of course, we'll have an amazing retail section here as well. We've got different brands that are here. We've got Gucci, Vivienne Westwood. Who's the other one we have there? There's a whole bunch of them, but truly a unique kind of shopping experience than what you would see on most typical cruise lines. We have an amazing casino, 115 different slot machines, about 12 to 15 different tables to play. And I will say, I'll just go back to that in a second. The casino actually is a non-smoking casino as well. We do have a private section that is a smoking area that's all enclosed. It has about 10 or 12 slot machines in it, but our casino is a non-smoking casino. We have the Manor. This is our two-story kind of 70s inspired nightclub. And late at night we'll have DJs here. What you're seeing here during this particular picture is a dinner theater that we have that is available to purchase earlier in the evening. Now, my favorite subject, eating and drinking. When it came to this for Virgin, we really looked at doing things extremely different. These are all real pictures of food on board our ship. The first thing, as I mentioned earlier, we got rid of the buffet. We got rid of those assigned dining times. We've got rid of those forced formal wears. And we've got 20 plus eateries on board the ship. And everything is included in your voyage fare. The bottom right here is my favorite. This is our homemade guacamole from our restaurant Pink Agave. It's probably one of the best guacamoles I've ever had. But this is the Wake. This is our more theatrical Regal Steak and Seafood restaurant. The name says it all. You get this beautiful view of the wake of the ship. Razzle Dazzle is our vegetarian and vegan forward restaurant. Really a playful place to come, some amazing fun dishes. But if you're not vegetarian or vegan, we have the naughty menu as well, where we can get that nice fried chicken sandwich or take any of those vegetarian dishes and maybe add a little fried bacon or something like that to it just to spice it up. Test kitchen, think of this as our cooking laboratory. During the day, we've got a lot of different classes going on here. At night, this is a chef-driven restaurant where the menu might include 5 or 6 things, and you're really at the mercy of the chef. And they bring these amazing eclectic dishes that you're gonna wanna take pictures of them and make all your friends jealous on Instagram. And this is probably my second favorite restaurant. This is Jambay. This is the very first Korean barbecue restaurant at sea. We've created these flameless grills that you see here in the middle where you're actually cooking the food in a traditional Korean barbecue experience. It's hard to see, but above it, we've got these beautifully designed lighting systems and ventilation. And this is probably one of our most socially active restaurants. Our crew is very lively with you. To kind of break the ice, We give everybody a complimentary shot of soju just to kind of get things going. And this is really a fun place to kind of dine and be very social. My first restaurant that I love first is Pink Agave. This is really inspired after Mexico City street food, almost on steroids. You'll find it a great selection, as you can see in the backdrop there, of tequilas and mezcals. Truly an amazing place to come and get that really great Mexican food. And you got to have a great Italian restaurant. One of my favorite name places. This is Extra Virgin. Here, think of those family style plates shared. We have a rare Italian wine tasting program here. Truly a foodie place for those that love good Italian food. The pizza place, this is more of that casual, you go and you order, kind of create your own pizza. We don't have pizza sitting under heat lamps or anything like that. Everything's made fresh to order. So here you can kind of create your own pizza, or we'll have a menu of pizzas we'll create for you. You can see in the picture there, they're not huge. You can easily share these with a friend, and it's really more that casual place to come and grab a quick bite. The dock is deck 7 on the after the ship as well. This is where you're going to have this very casual Mediterranean fare. We'll be coming around here with different dips and hummuses and fresh meats on skewers, and really that kind of combining those two favorite things of eating and being outdoors at the same time. Again, all of that food is included in your voyage fare. And then probably the one I get the most giggles on, this is our ice cream parlor called Lick Me Till Ice Cream. Here we'll have 6 or 7 fresh made ice cream choices every day. Come down, grab a scoop, grab 2, all included in your voyage fare as well. We have an amazing coffee shop called the Grounds Club. We've partnered with Intelligentsia. They are the coffee on board the ship, not only with custom coffee drinks like espressos and lattes and such, but it's also our drip coffee. They've created an exclusive blend for Virgin Voyages. So this is a great place to come and get some great pastries as well. On the rocks, this is that craft cocktail lounge where our bartenders will really come up with these eclectic different drinks. Think of that mixology type of environment where you give them some ideas and we'll have some pre-selected drinks, and they get very, very creative here for you. And then I believe this is the last one on the eat and drink side of things. This is SIP. This is our champagne lounge. Whether it's mimosas in the morning or in the afternoon or anytime during the day, this is where you can come get a great bottle of champagne, a glass of champagne. We've partnered with Moet and Chandon, and we also do a caviar service here. We'll do a tea service as well. But this is really a beautifully designed place to come anytime during the day. And then let's take a look at the cabins. So all of our cabins have very clever kind of technology in that. We've got roomy rain showers. We have hammocks on all of our terraces. We've got that technology of the mood lighting and large screen TVs. We've partnered with Red Flower for these natural ingredients that are all in the cabins. This is our sea terrace cabin. This is probably 85 to 87% of all the cabins on board our ship. They are called sea terrace because they obviously have a balcony. This is what we call them. And what you're looking at here is just a beautifully designed room. And when you actually look at this next slide, on the left of this picture, this is what it looks like when you come into the room during the day. We have this patented seabed that at nighttime, as you shift over to the right, it pivots and it converts into night mode. And what this does during the day is it creates so much more room for you in the cabin. If you have friends over for a cocktail before going out, you don't have those awkward moments where everyone's sitting on your bed. And basically at the touch of a button, our team will come, they'll put the bed into night mode for you. They put a nice 4-inch topper on it, and these are queen size beds. These sea terrace cabins range from 225 up to 265 square feet. And now the suites. As I mentioned, we have 78 suites on board Scarlet Lady. If you are in one of our suites, you obviously get access to Richard's rooftop. If you are in Our Rockstar quarters, we have a select beverages that are included for you within your suite as well. You get access to some priority bookings and such. And then we've given you a dedicated Rockstar agent that's really there to take care of your needs when you're on board with us. This is actually our cheeky corner suite. I like this one because I love the terrace on this one. It kind of wraps around, and you get a lot of space here to have just those private, intimate moments. And you can see what the hammocks look like on those terraces as well. All of our suites have floor-to-ceiling marble, just beautifully designed. But then, if you get into one of our mega Rockstar quarters, we've got 15 of those on the ship. With these, you get premium Wi-Fi if you're so inclined to stream Netflix or something like that. We also include all of your drinks on board the ship, in your cabin, and on the beach club as well. We'll actually pick you up and give you private transfers as well. And you'll get access to Richard's rooftop and all the things I mentioned before. This is the Fab Suite. As you can see, all of our suites have those bars in them. What you're not seeing here is what would be on the other end of that marble top, that's where our vinyl record players would be. And this is some of the pictures here. Again, beautifully designed. And then this is the Fab Suite terrace. And lastly, into the wellness side of things, like I said, we really want you to kind of have that same experiences you have at home, or you come on board and kind of pick up some new routines and kind of get into that wellness when you're on board. It is a big part of the experience when you sail with us. We've got the B complex. It's really, we've got our balance area, whether that's yoga. We've got our kind of workout area, which we kind of refer to as the build side of things. We've got burn, which is where all that cardio equipment is. And of course, we've got an amazing spin room as well with I think about 20 bikes in there. And you can't see from this picture, but as you can see in this picture and not in this one, all of these views are looking out into the ocean. We really wanted you to see the water as much as you possibly could. And then at the very top of the ship, we have the runway. This is actually elevated at the top of the ship away from deck chairs and other people, but this is a dedicated running or walking track. If you go around about 6 times, you get a good mile in. Lastly, what do we've got going on right now from an opportunity and offer standpoint? We have an amazing concept that we call Bar Tab. Bar Tab is where you will spend $300 for Bar Tab, and we will give you an extra $50 in spending on board for drinks, whether that's custom cocktails, champagne, lattes. And right now, if you buy Bar Tab for $300, you get an extra $100. So you'll pay for $300, and we'll give you $400 in spending for drinks on board the ship. This is good till the end of June. And then lastly, we have an offer right now until the end of June. If you're booking any booking with us through June, we're giving you up to $500 of Sailor Loot. Sailor Loot is just our fancy word for onboard credit, but you can up to $500 depending on the cabin category you're in to use for anything on board our lovely ship. And that is my presentation.
Well, thank you so much, John. I really enjoyed that virtual vacation because I know I'm going to be on that pretty soon.
I know.
And I cannot wait. I'm so excited. And I know many of you were looking through this presentation, our virtual vacation, and want to book it too. So thanks for telling us about those great offers. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Don't forget, next week we're going to do virtual vacations again. And thank you so much, John, for giving us a great cruise experience.
Thank you, Laura.
And we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Bye-bye.